Hey guys, Popular Boat here. I'm going to be continuing my Kingdom of Denmark campaign. Now, it's been about a week and a bit since, well, a week and a half now since I did my last session. So bear with me while I get my head around things after being away for so long. Okay, now from memory, we were the shitty son of our father. And I was quite disappointed we ended up playing this guy. So I think we're going to be trying to switch over. That's what I was doing. I was playing pretty recklessly, trying to get this guy killed. Trying to see how he went. And now, who are we at war with? We are involved in a war against... Oh, they're going for the Kingdom of Sweden, hey? Who actually holds the title? No one. Interesting. Alright, let's get started. See, we were marching off to fight, and we are leading. Success. We captured someone in battle. That'll be good for our bank account. Oh, our coffers, I should say. Bridget the Liberator usurped the title of this. Who are you? Good for you. So Europe's a bit of a mess. The Carlings still the rulers. Yes. After years of careful planning, this dude's going on an adventure to try and claim some lands. Let's just siege down our neighbours, I think. Tech is looking pretty decent. We want our brother to be the heir. Council's looking pretty decent. Spymaster doesn't like us though. Let's go for a better Spymaster who likes us even less. And send him off to study technology. Mission's been a success. Good goods. Okay, what are my goals gonna be? I would like to get more land, start getting into rest of Scandinavia. My lord, we've finally taken Pixborg, and it appears that Jarl may have family within. Let's try and capture as many people as we can. Prisoner wants to get out, but she's possessed. I think you're going to be... Oh, I can't force her to be a concubine of mine. Interesting, interesting. Sure, you can go free. Go nuts. Word has reached me that an ambitious adventurer, Ralbard, is gathering men for some sort of attack on my territory. That's not good. Yeah, let's see if we can kidnap him. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached you that people are conspiring to kill you. Oh no. Let's spend some of our prestige actually, while we're still alive. Alright, we don't control as much anymore. Alright. let's go for increased levy size in our capital. Yeah, let's get in that fight. Actually, let's assault this holding and then we'll go fight. Not having much luck spying on Ragnar. Nah, we'll see how we go. As long as we don't accidentally murder our brother. That would be pretty unfortunate. I think we'll do this and then jump into that fight. We want more prisoners, and let's go fight this stack. Hopefully our guy will get murdered. That would be ideal. Do I have any markets to upgrade? Fort to upgrade, but that doesn't really net me any money. I believe I've convinced Jarl Porbrender of Sjælland to permit me a meeting with the entirety of the Prosperity faction. If you allow it, I will attempt to gain their favour on your behalf. Though of course I cannot guarantee success. Our friend wants to try and help us with faction relations. Let's see if he actually succeeds. Cool. Battle's going well. Meeting with the faction went well. Excellent. Gained prestige and faction relations are improved. Success. We've captured some people. Let's do some more sieges. Where did our brother end up? Did he gain any land? Thane of Skarn. You're travelling by carriage in the countryside of Alfamir. When it comes to a sudden halt, the road has been blocked by a fallen tree and the coachman explains that you'll have to make a slight detour on an isolated smaller path. Very well, but this had better not delay us. We're about to get killed. After less than a half a league on the small path, you are ambushed and surrounded by highwaymen. They send your driver on his way, explaining that their interest lies with you alone. You offer the belongings you carry with you, but they merely laugh at this. It is your blood they want. You're not highwaymen. Excellent. We have been murdered, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Now we're playing as our strong and attractive brother, who also has some pretty negative traits, but that's not going to hold us back. Okay, let's fix up our realm a little. Those will be fine for that. You can be our steward. Spy master, you actually like us, that's good. And seer. You will do. Let's improve religious relations, build spy network in case we are going to get murdered. And let's settle province to potentially build a city. And we need to nominate our heir. We need some better sons. You're a pretty crappy concubine. And you're a pretty crappy wife. Let's see if we can get rid of her. And let's change our ambition to having a son and see what we can find in terms of concubines. She'd be perfect if she was younger. That's a good one. What we're looking for is some good congenital traits. Agile's pretty decent. Come on down. That's probably good for now. Really not keen to play disappointment, as he is a disappointment. This war is over. Or we're no longer involved, at least. Who was it we were friends with? Let's put our army away. And what are you? Scanian warriors. Get out of here. Okay, now we need to go do some raiding, and we need to start expanding. Norway, how much of an army do you have? Pretty small one. We could try and make Norway a tributary. Yeah, let's do it. That'll give us more income and essentially a vassal when it comes to conflicts. I can't stop thinking about all those prisoners in my dungeon. They're at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them, to hear the sweet screams, to see the panic in their eyes. Guards oil up the rack. I could strive to become better, or I can be satisfied with who I am and what I have. I will never be satisfied. We've become ambitious. Nothing's gonna hold us back. Consolidate these armies and go poke some people in the eyes. Fantastic, that didn't take long at all. Concubine's pregnant. Hopefully that means it's ours. And not just some other chump, and we timed taking her as a concubine poorly. The Joms Vikings. Or the Joms Vikings, I guess. He beat me to forming it. A band of fierce Vikings have established a warrior brotherhood. These Joms Vikings are devoted to Thor, Odin, and other Norse gods. They brook no quarter on the battlefield and will permit only the strongest and ablest warriors among their number. Though there are those who would dismiss them as simple brigands, the Joms Vikings have vowed to defend all Norse lands being encroached by Christendom or other foreign religions. Their place in Valhalla is assured. Okay, let's go. That'll be fine. Might be worth waiting for their army to show up in a more defensible location, but I think we'll be alright. Don't want to move too far away. There's their army now. What's it moving into? Plains. We'll go grab them once they get in there. Finish the siege, please. Fine. Imprison anyone we find. We have quite a few prisoners. Fantastic. Let's ransom them all and use the money to raise a runestone. Fantastic, battle went well. Let's move on to their capital. Sweet, that was a lot of money. Now let's commission this runestone. speak of our father, who is pretty great. Silence. Let's go siege down his capital. His army isn't that strong. And I'm not too concerned about it getting past. Especially once we take his capital. It really doesn't take long for a year to pass in this game, even on just speed 2. Everyone's busy. In memory of Pranda. I assume that's P, I don't know what. I need to check how that's pronounced. The runestone you commissioned has been finished and raised on the spot you chose for it. You examine the runes. This stone was raised by Ragnar in memory of Pranda, his father, and Egil's son. He was taken from this world before his time had come in a tragic accident. Murder. Ever will stand this memorial. You leave the stone content in the knowledge that many centuries from now, when its paint has long since faded, scholars will be studying the rune carvings in an effort to glean the wisdom of their words. Fantastic. Now let's take this capital and make him our tributary. Now, I went to fabricate claims on a province a while ago, and the amount of money it wanted me to pay to actually have the claim was insanely huge. So I might try somewhere else and see how we go. King Ragnar of Denmark has fulfilled the ambition to have a son. He's strong like our father wasn't. Let's call him... I need a new ambition. We would like to... Exalted Among Men is pretty ambitious. We are ambitious though. Let's go for it. That'll increase, well, that'll offset being dishonorable and an impaler. Transfer all the prisoners to my dungeon. My lord, we've finally taken Lard, and it appears that King Prolfer may have family within. We can kill them because we're dishonorable, or we can attempt to... let's imprison them. I want the money. Let's... whose army is that? That's Norway's. Let's go crush his army again. If we can get there in time. Yes, we will. Under my guidance, my courtier is slowly learning the art of swordsmanship. And crushed. Bohemia's got a lot of land. Asturias is holding on pretty well, but they are getting slaughtered in a war. We have Arabic Aragon. Well, Muslim Aragon, I should say. Someone else is learning swordsmanship. We still have 2 Armenians. Let's get this war finished. Considering fabricating a claim over here and starting to conquer England. King of Middle Francia just died. He hasn't got a huge army. What is our cap? Not great. Oh, Xiaomi, you're getting huge. I think if we conquer our way into England, that could be a good base to just keep growing. My lord, we've finally taken Mir, and it appears Gidariska is numbers within those walls. Take a prisoner. We want all the prisoners, so we can have all the reward money. Capital is done. Let's move around the coast and see how we go flattening some armies. We've improved relations. I would like to be friends with Sweden. Where are we improving relations? Improve relations with religious leaders. Improve relations again. Who else is in this war? Let's siege their stuff down too. Kill disappointment. End your plot. Jeez. Can't afford people to go murdering our heirs while we're still waiting for more of our own. We've already had enough issues with our dynasty getting spread thin. Take more prisoners, and let's go. Oh, he's busy. Really want to expand somewhere. Sieges could drag on for months and even years, and the besieging troops had to forage the countryside for supplies. These foraging parties could sometimes devolve into looting and outright vandalism. This was the case in Hordaland, where our troops have pillaged and torched one of the province's buildings. Unfortunate. on. Give up already. As she's growing older, I can see Alfred could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Alfred. I have a chance to make her ambitious. She's our sister. Go for it. She's not keen. Fighting across the field, you see an enemy soldier cut off from the others. While you can't tell who, it's clear they must be a highborn noble. If it's this guy, he's gonna get stomped. -1 personal combat. As we get closer, you realize the enemy soldier is Sorkver. Seeing you charge across the field towards him, he turns and flees. Good call, man, good call. How much more of your land do we need to siege before you give up? Swedish raiders, that is not a good idea, buddy. Nothing really worth doing. Take more prisoners. Doesn't help he's also in another war or two. Let's go beat this army. We should be getting ticking war score at this point. Nope. 2 Roman emperors. Ah, the Holy Roman Empire has been formed. God damn it. Emperor Seeker of the Holy Roman Empire has invoked the Translatio Imperii and has been given the blessing of Pope Julian as the ruler of a Roman Empire reborn. This naturally does not sit well with the Basilius Georgios of the Byzantine Empire, who maintains that the Pope does not have the right to bestow such a title. Indeed, the Pope doing so could imply either Basilius Georgios is not the true Roman Basilios, or that Emperor Seeker has some manner of authority over his realm. Either way, Greek bishops throughout Europe are furious, seeing this as yet more evidence of the Pope's attempts to establish primacy despite the Council of Chalcedon having clearly placed Constantinople as the seat of Christianity's highest ecclesiastical courts. Interesting. Whoa. Byzantine Empire, why is your capital not Constantinople? Since the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476, the Emperor of Byzantium has been the sole claimant to the heritage of the Caesars. There has always been a rift between the Greek and Latin worlds, not least in matters of the Church. The popes in Rome have for a long time made their own policies, refusing to accept Byzantine supremacy and denying that the emperor in Constantinople would hold a legitimate claim over authority to Christendom. Seeker de Friesland has now been crowned Holy Roman Emperor by Bishop Julian, invoking the Translatio Imperii and restoring the Western Roman Empire. This perhaps signifies a new era in the history of Europe. Cool. And I'm going to take a break here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again very soon.